Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into some amazing food service and storage hacks that will make your life so much easier. We're talking simple, practical tips using everyday items you probably already have lurking around your kitchen. Think of it as culinary rigging for a more delicious life. Let's get started. Alright, let's say the clock's ticking and you need a cold drink, like right now. Maybe you have guests over, or perhaps you just got back from a long run and the idea of a lukewarm beverage is simply unbearable. The urgency is real and the fridge just isn't cutting it. Forget waiting an hour for your beverage to chill in the fridge. We don't have that kind of time and patience is not on our side today. The traditional method is just too slow for our needs. We're going to use a little thermodynamic trickery. This isn't magic, but it might as well be given how effective it is. It's a simple hack that leverages the principles of heat transfer to get your drink cold in a fraction of the time. Grab yourself a couple of paper towels, the kind that doesn't instantly disintegrate when wet, and run them under the tap. You want them to be sturdy enough to hold together but still absorbent. Give them a good squeeze to get rid of any excess water. You don't want them dripping all over the place, just damp enough to do the job. You want damp, not dripping. This is crucial because too much water can lead to a mess, and too little won't be effective. Now wrap those damp towels snugly around your beverage of choice. Make sure it's a tight fit so that the entire surface area is covered. This works best with cans or bottles. The smooth surface allows for better contact with the damp towels, enhancing the cooling effect. Pop that wrapped up treasure into the freezer. Make sure it's placed in a spot where it can get maximum exposure to the cold air. Set a timer for 15 minutes. This is the sweet spot for getting your drink cold without freezing it solid. While you're waiting, let's talk about why this works. It's not just a random trick, there's science behind it. Water, even in its liquid state, is a champion heat conductor. It can transfer heat away from your beverage much more efficiently than air. Those damp towels are pulling heat away from your drink much faster than the cold air in the freezer could alone. The water in the towels absorbs the heat from the beverage and then transfers it to the cold air in the freezer. But a word of caution. This method is for cans and bottles only. Glass bottles are a no-go. Putting a glass bottle in the freezer is a recipe for disaster. As the liquid inside freezes, it expands, and glass doesn't handle that kind of pressure well. As the liquid freezes, it expands, and you could end up with a sticky, dangerous mess. Not to mention the potential for injury from broken glass. Timer goes off, you grab your drink, and bam, perfectly chilled and ready to quench your thirst. No more waiting, no more frustration, just a cold, refreshing beverage in record time. Enjoy. Pancakes. The breakfast of champions. Whether you like them fluffy, thin, or somewhere in between, pancakes are a universal favorite that brings joy to breakfast tables around the world. But let's be honest, making pancakes can be a messy affair. From spilled batter to uneven portions, it can quickly turn your kitchen into a disaster zone. But fear no more, because we're about to unlock the secret to perfectly portioned pancakes with a surprising tool: the humble ketchup bottle. Yes, you heard that right, a ketchup bottle. Now I know what you're thinking, a ketchup bottle for pancakes? It sounds odd, but trust me on this one. This little hack is about to change your pancake game forever. A thoroughly cleaned ketchup bottle is the perfect vessel for storing and dispensing pancake batter. It's designed to squeeze out just the right amount, making it ideal for pancake batter. Simply use a funnel to transfer your leftover batter into the bottle. This ensures that you don't spill any batter and keeps your kitchen counter clean. Once filled, screw on the lid and store it in the fridge for up to 3 days. When you're ready for round 2, just give the bottle a good shake to mix the batter evenly. Then, squeeze out the desired amount of batter onto your hot griddle. It's that simple. No more messy pouring, no more uneven pancakes. The ketchup bottle allows for precise control, so you can make pancakes of any size without the mess. Just perfectly portioned breakfast bliss. Imagine waking up to a stack of golden brown pancakes, all perfectly cooked and ready to be devoured. And here's a bonus tip. If you don't have a funnel handy, don't worry. You can easily make a DIY funnel using another plastic bottle. Cut off the bottom of this second bottle, flip it upside down, and insert it into the mouth of the ketchup bottle. This makeshift funnel works just as well and saves you a trip to the store. Voila! A DIY funnel that gets the job done. With this simple hack, you can enjoy perfectly portioned pancakes without the mess. So next time you're making pancakes, reach for that ketchup bottle and transform your breakfast experience. Let's talk condiments, shall we? Those delicious additions that can make or break a meal. But when it comes to serving them, things can get messy, especially at parties. Fear not, my condiment-loving comrades, because the solution is hiding in plain sight, the muffin tin. Yes, you heard me right. That humble muffin tin isn't just for baking anymore. It's the secret weapon for organized and stress-free condiment serving. Simply spoon your desired condiments into the individual muffin cups. Ketchup, mustard, relish, salsa, you name it. They all have a happy home in the muffin tin. This method not only keeps your condiments separate and organized, but it also makes for super easy cleanup. No more chasing rogue drips or scrubbing stubborn stains. Just toss the muffin tin in the dishwasher, and you're good to go. So ditch the clutter and embrace the muffin tin method for a condiment experience that's both practical and pleasing to the eye. Now let's talk about dessert. Specifically, how to achieve those perfectly clean, Instagram-worthy slices of cheesecake, cinnamon rolls, or even fondant-covered cakes. You could use a knife, sure, but you risk squishing and smushing your beautiful creations. Instead, reach for an unexpected tool-unflavored dental floss. I know, it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Unflavored dental floss is strong, thin, and won't impart any unwanted flavors to your desserts. Cut a length of floss and wrap the ends around your index fingers. Hold it taut and gently press it down through your dessert. The floss will glide through with ease, creating a clean, precise cut every time. This technique also works wonders on other tricky-to-cut foods like soft cheeses and even clay. It's all about using the right tool for the job, even if that tool lives in your bathroom cabinet. We've all been there. You buy a fresh loaf of bread, only to find it stale and sad a few days later. It's a common problem that many of us face, and it can be quite frustrating. You might have tried different methods to keep your bread fresh, like using bread boxes or special bags, but they don't always work as well as you'd hope. But what if I told you there's a simple, cost-effective way to keep your bread fresher for longer? Enter the plastic bottle. Yes, that everyday item you usually toss into the recycling bin can actually be a game changer in your kitchen. Not for drinking, mind you, but for bread storage. This might sound a bit unconventional, but trust me, it works wonders. The plastic bottle creates an airtight environment that helps to preserve the freshness of your bread. Grab a clean, dry plastic bottle, the size doesn't really matter, and give it a good rinse. Make sure it's completely dry before you start, as any moisture left inside could affect the bread's freshness. Now, using a pair of sharp scissors, carefully cut off the top section of the bottle, starting at the point where the cylinder starts to narrow towards the spout. Be cautious while cutting to avoid any jagged edges that could tear the bread bag. Take your bread bag and feed the open end up through the cut opening of the bottle and out through the spout. This might take a bit of maneuvering, but once you get the hang of it, it's quite simple. Fold the excess bag over the sides of the bottle's mouth. This step is crucial as it ensures that the bread is properly sealed inside the bottle. Finally, screw the bottle cap back on. This creates a tight seal that locks in the freshness and keeps out any air that could cause the bread to go stale. This creates an airtight seal, preventing air from reaching your bread and keeping it fresher for longer. It's a simple yet effective solution that can save you from the disappointment of stale bread. Plus, it's a great way to repurpose those empty plastic bottles. Instead of throwing them away, you can give them a new life and help reduce waste. This method is not only practical but also environmentally friendly. So next time you finish a bottle of soda or water, think twice before tossing it out. With a little creativity, you can turn it into a useful tool for your kitchen. Give it a try and see the difference it makes in keeping your bread fresh and delicious for days longer. Let's face it, coasters can be a bit, well, boring. And sometimes you just don't have one handy when you need it. But fear not, my thirsty friends, because there's a simple solution hiding in plain sight. Plastic lids. That's right, those often discarded lids from your mayonnaise jars, peanut butter containers, and the like can be repurposed into surprisingly effective coasters. Simply grab a clean, dry lid and place it under your drink. The lid will protect your furniture from condensation rings and prevent those pesky water stains. It's a simple, practical solution that costs absolutely nothing and helps reduce waste. Plus, it's a great conversation starter. Who knew plastic lids could be so multi-talented? So next time you're about to toss that empty jar, hold on to the lid. You never know when it might come in handy as a coaster. Thanks for watching. If you found these hacks helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks. We're all about making life in the kitchen a little easier, a little more delicious, and a lot more fun. See you next time.